So why is this year's 20th Party's Congress so important? From a Chinese domestic political perspective, President Xi Jinping is seeking an unprecedented historical third term, which will effectively put him onto the same power rank as Mao Zedong, surpassing Deng Xiaoping and other previous leaders of the Chinese Party state. By doing that, President Xi is breaking a set of norms and rules within the Chinese political system. Hence, it's going to reshape how the Chinese polity and its overall policy establishment is going to function in the coming years, if not decades. It is, after all, a country of 1.4 billion people, ruled by one party of 96 million members, with a central committee, which is a centralized decision-making system of the party state, of about 371 members. And on top of that is a 25-member Politburo with 7 members in standing committee. As we can read from all newspaper report analysis, that Xi Jinping has become one of the most powerful leaders in China since Mao Zedong. But how do you actually measure how powerful he is? The personnel arrangement by President Xi Jinping to put his loyalists and the people he wants into key position of the party state system is a critical indicator. So to give you one example about how and who Xi will put his key people into a different policy domain, we can look at the economy and trade. So one of the key persons to watch here is named He Lifeng, who has been with Xi Jinping since his reigning of Fujian province. When He Lifeng is put into the key position, likely replacing the current Vice Premier Liu He, he will be in charge of the overall macroeconomy and financial policy making. And who will be working with He Lifeng in that system will be very telling of where Chinese economic policy is going to go after 20th Party's Congress. Is it going to return to more market-oriented direction, or is it going to stay more statist and central planning style? So who is going to be the policy and political leaders in China? It's going to be decisive in determining and reshaping both the regional and global order. Who is running Xi Jinping's economic and financial policy? Who is running its technological policy? Who is running its foreign affairs policy? Those people are the core stakeholders in shaping China's policy in different areas. And it's critical for whoever is dealing with China to get to know them, to know where they're coming from, to know what their educational background, to know what's their policy preferences. How is intergenerational change among Chinese policy and political elites going to change China's future policy making? President Xi Jinping's formative age was during the Cultural Revolution. So his worldview and his personal philosophy were very much formed by that period of China. This is also fundamentally different from the generation of Chinese political and policy elites who were born after 1970s and even after 1980s. Their formative age was during China's reform and opening up era, and their exposure to the external world is unprecedented in the history of China. So their worldview and their personal philosophy is also fundamentally different. But how are those different formative age and different personal value and different worldview going to shape the policy preference? That's another key question we're trying to answer.